Hello and welcome to Vijayanand Cricket Ground, Hyderabad. This is Hospital Premier League Association Season 11. Concept and organized by HPL. This is match number 2 between Apollo Raptors versus Aira Diagnostics. Aira Diagnostics have won the toss and elected to bat first. Here goes the first ball. It's Tejasvi into the attack from over the wicket. 111 wickets in 202 matches for him. Openers, Ravindranath on strike. That's up in the air. And taken. First wicket down in the very first over. And Ravindranath goes. Very experienced player. Tried to pull it and miscued. Celebrations in Apollo Raptors side. Dr. Anas Ansari takes a very good catch, probably telling the newcomer about the extra bounce. He pulls it, miscued, and Dr. Ansari didn't make any mistake. Aira Diagnostics done for 1. Cuts it in the gap. 4. Dr. Karthik is into the middle and he's off the mark in style with a boundary with the first ball that he faced. Stands steady, keeps the head straight and cuts it away nicely. Dr. Karthik, 932 runs in 63 matches. Strong right-handed batter. An excellent comeback by Dr. Tejasvi on that occasion. Didn't give much room. Angling it into the right-hander. Plays with soft hands and takes a quick single. Dr. Karthik. Last ball of the over. And that's a wide. It's a left hand, right hand combination. Beg your pardon, it's both right handers. Excellent over. 6 for 1. Dr. Pavan Kalyan Sagar into the attack. And he starts off with a wide of the off stump with a slip in place. Once again, unable to get the line. Back-to-back wides on the offside. The left-arm medium pacer with 144 matches of experience. He's got 113 wickets. Coming around the wicket to the right-hander. A bit of fumble. And no harm done. Good comeback after those two wides. This time it's a wide down the leg side. It's trying to generate some pace and lost control of the line. Once again, pitched in middle and leg. A simple tap on the onside. And Dr. Karthik takes a single. Drive straight to mid-off, mix up, chance of a run out, but the throw wasn't accurate enough. There was a genuine chance. In fact, there was no run at all. It was going straight to mid-off. Karthik wanted a single. Or rather, Dr. Sharath wanted a single. Very well fielded by the skipper, Dr. Tejaswi. may have got injured himself. Yes, he did. It was a hard shot. It was hit very hard. Last ball of the over. Oh, there's some good enough bounce. And getting some swing as well. Swinging away from the batter. 2 overs completed. 10 for 1. Went for a quick single. I think Tejasvi is taking too many blows today. A big appeal. It was drifting down the leg side. We've seen in the replay earlier. This time he has got injured. He got a blow on his leg. That's in the air and dropped. It is straight into the hands of the fielder at long on. Dr. Aditya. Overpitched. Picked it up nicely. Straight into the hands. We'll look at that replay once again. Now this one is over the infield. That goes for 4. This time there was good enough width. And cuts it towards deep backward point. Aira Diagnostics, 17 for 1 after 3 overs. And Dr. Pawan Kalyan is back to ball the 4th over. Good stop, keeping it to a single. Oh, flicked it. Misfield, and that should run for 4. And Dr. Pawan Kalyan is disappointed. There's some dew factor playing a key role. The outside is a bit slippery. Outfield, and this one picked it up nicely. Should be another boundary. One bounce into the rope towards cow corner. Back-to-back boundaries for Dr. Sharath. Fielder at long off was a lot straighter in the previous delivery. Now he's standing a little wider. 222 matches, over 4,600 runs. And look at the strike rate, 127. Good stop. Both the batters having a chat, probably telling each other not to overreact or take the decisions quickly. Take some time. And that's a beautiful delivery outside the off stump. Should be a wide. It is. Match officials for today's match is Usman and Zafar. This time he got away with that. A dot to finish the over. 4 overs completed, 27 for 1. Another quick single. It's a good running between the wickets, both these batters. Oh, shot. Nice flick. One bounce into the rope. Dr. Sharath changed the gears. There was good enough pace on that delivery. He just had to guide it. With beautiful timing. He started off slowly, scored only 1 run in 7 deliveries. Now 13 of 13. That includes 3 boundaries. Straight down the ground. Misfield. Runs started to flow. Boundaries in particular. Nice straight drive. Back-to-back boundaries for Dr. Sharath. Excellent comeback. Pull the length back a bit. The previous one was too full. So balled a good length delivery this time. Dr. Tejaswi. Another straight drive. This time just for a single. Once again, lot fuller. Straight to the fielder. Just 10 runs from that over. 5 overs completed. Aira Diagnostics 37 for 1. Dr. Satish is into the attack. Another right arm bowler. That was drifting away from the off stump. Dr. Sharath on strike. He's expecting the umpire to give it as a wide. The umpire's offer says it's not. That should be a wide. That's a huge wide on the offside. That's in the air. Clears mid on and goes for boundary. Dr. Sharad is dealing in boundaries now. That goes very high in the air. Just a few feet inside the boundary line, bounces it there. One more wide. Dr. Satish is struggling with the line here. Swings big and misses this time. Moves across, chases the ball, but couldn't make a contact. That was a quicker delivery. Back-to-back dots. Last ball of the power play. Excellent delivery to finish the over. It was played back to the bowler. Power play completed, 43 for 1. One more change in the bowling attack. Dr. Sudhakar is introduced. Very experienced bowler, right arm fast medium. 373 matches. He's got 157 wickets. And that goes for boundary. Paddle sweep. Tried to flight the ball. Turned out to be lower full toss. He's bowling the off spin now. Hospital Premier League Season 11, match number 2. First match was played between Deccan Falcons versus Super Titans, and this is match number 2. Apollo Raptors versus Aira Diagnostics. Flagged. Played very fine. Won't go for boundary, but we'll get a couple of runs for sure. Current run rate is 7.38. Even this one turns out to be a very good over for Aira Diagnostics. Eight runs from the first 5. One more delivery to go. And with that single, with the previous couple, 50 runs up for Aira Diagnostics, 51 for 1 now in 6.5 overs. Seven overs completed, 51 for 1. Dr. Satish continues. Starts off with an excellent delivery outside of stump. He's getting some good bounce as well. Dr. Sharath on strike is on 25 from 25 deliveries. On the other end, Karthik, 19 from 16. Extra protection on the offside now. Third man is moved to, a fine leg is moved to third man. And he tried to bowl according to that field outside the off stump, but it went a little too away. Became a wide. A pace of delivery this time. Single towards long on. Waits and punches it through the extra cover. Much needed boundary. It's a back foot punch. Passes the outside edge this time. And this partnership is growing strong. Of course, the first wicket down without any score on board. And both these batters continuing from then on. Well fielded, very well fielded. Cuts it this time. And that's a powerful shot. The outfield is lightning quick, even though in this dew. In fact, that's making the ball to run even faster. Usually that slows down, but this outfield in Vijayanand cricket ground is very well maintained. It's very quick. Excellent shot. 8 overs completed, 61 for 1. That's in the air, but falls in no man's land. Dr. Sudhakar continues. Considered 8 runs in his first. And he's getting some turn as well, which is a good sign for the bowler. Drives to long on for a single. Another quick run between the wickets. That's off the pads. It's a very good partnership, very good understanding between these two batters, trusting each other. You've seen them chatting in the middle of the over earlier. It's a full toss and punished. Karthik has been waiting for this kind of a delivery. Very high through the air and pulls it nicely towards tape mid wicket for 4. He moves into his 30s now. Another full toss on the pads. Very well fielded. Using his feet. Aira Diagnostics 71 for 1 after 9 overs. Boundary of the first delivery of the 10th over. Dr. Vijay is into the attack. A lot of width on the offside. Overpitched. No chance for the fielder in the deep. Full toss, miscued, doesn't matter. He will get a boundary eventually. Wanted to play it on the onside. Edges it. The third man is in the circle. And that goes for boundary. Back-to-back boundaries. Full toss should be a no ball. Yes, it is. It's over the waist height. Umpires Zafar confirms it's a no ball. And first free hit. The skipper Tejasvi coming and having a word with Dr. Vijay. Probably telling not to overdo anything, just to keep it simple. Another full toss between long on and deep mid wicket. A diving effort didn't save that ball from going onto the boundary line. Boundary number 3 in this over. Misjudged by that fielder. Another full toss. But this time it was stopped. This one turns out to be a huge over. Very expensive. 15 runs already. And 2 more deliveries to go. Couple of runs, looking for 3. Excellent running between the wickets. Karthik moves on to 45. Dr. Sharath on strike. So wide down the leg side. The dew factor is playing a major role here. The bowlers are struggling to grit the ball. Single of the last delivery of the over. Halfway through the innings, 91 for 1. Dr. Karthik, 45 of 27. Dr. Sharath, 35 of 32. And it's time for a short drinks break. 91 for 1 after 10 overs, and now Dr. Anas Ansari is into the attack. Was taken a wonderful catch of the only wicket that has fallen. Going for the second run. Excellent running between the wickets by both these batters. Way too away from the off stump and turned inside, and Dr. Sharat simply lets it go to the keeper. Comes down the ground, that goes high in the air, very high, and dropped, and that's probably a boundary. The umpire wants to check. Comes down the ground. Was just well. There, I think he touched the rope. Yes, that should be a boundary. Towards deep mid wicket this time. Back-to-back boundaries. I would say 2 missed fields. You'd really feel for the bowler here. 1 drop catch and 1 missed field. Waited for it. Sweeps it. On the offside and dropped again. Can you believe it? And this time it's the skipper, Dr. Tejasvi. Two drop catches in an over. Is disappointed with himself, Dr. Ansari. And Dr. Tejasvi as well. 11 overs completed, 101 for 1. And both these batters, Karthik and Sharat, on 45. Dr. Karthik 45 of 27 and Dr. Sharat 45 of 38. Now changing the bowling attack. Dr. Tarun Pawar comes in, starts off with the wider delivery. Think outside edge, that should go for boundary. Bottom edge. Third man standing wider. He moves on to 49. $50 for Dr. Karthik. Jersey number 5. Making a half century in his first match in this tournament. And this is the second half century in this tournament. There was one in the first game. Full toss driven to mid-on. Dr. Sharath moves on to 46. Another quick single looking for 2. And Dr. Karthik is not going to stop. Both these batters are very quick in between the wickets. They're fit as well. It's given a very strong foundation. There's an extra fielder now on the offside. That's up in the air. And taken this time. Dr. Anas Ansari just moved from leg side to the off. And he gets a simple catch, running backwards. Dr. Tejasvi probably talking about that drop catch in Dr. Ansari's over. Now he has taken the catch and breaks the partnership. The half-centurion goes back to pavilion after making 52 runs in 31 deliveries. With 9 boundaries and the strike rate of 167. He tried to go big, but Biscuit ended up slicing. Dr. Lakshman is into the attack now. He comes in at number 4. Aira Diagnostics 109 for 2 in 11.5 overs. .156 matches, 2,276 runs, with an excellent strike rate of 125 plus. Has a century as well, 106 not out. And he's off the mark. Newlywed Dr. Harish Lakshman. He got married yesterday. He came to play the game today. That shows his commitment towards the game. You may have seen the visuals when he was walking into bat. Yeah, the doctors were congratulating him. There were some smiles. Now 12 overs completed. 110 for 2. Now Dr. Ansari continues. Excellent delivery, flighted one. Pitching right in front of the pads. Dr. Sharath Nilagiri on 46. He's on strike. Punches it down the ground for a single. They needed to wipe the ball every delivery. because there's a lot of dew on the ground now. That's in the gap. That goes for 4. And another 50 in this match. Raises his bat. 51 from 41 for Dr. Sharath Nilgiri. 9 boundaries with a strike rate of 124.39. He has built the innings along with Dr. Karthik. He continues batting in the middle. 51 from 41. What a knock. There's no one in the 30-yard circle looking for 2, and they will get 2. Sensible batting from Sharath. Nine runs from the over already. Last ball to go. They've been maintaining a healthy run rate throughout the innings. Currently it's 9.27. With that, the projected score is 185. Last ball of the over. Slapped it down the ground. Gets a single and will keep the strike. 13 overs completed, 120 for 2. Dr. Tarun Pawar continues. He broke the partnership earlier. And he's expected to bowl a tidy over. Full toss in the air and in the gap as well. It's not so easy to play in these dew conditions for the bowlers. Too short. And first boundary for Dr. Lakshman. Full toss. That's in the air. And one bounce into the rope between long on and deep mid wicket. Back-to-back boundaries for Dr. Lakshman. Full toss. Full swing of the bat. An excellent connection. It's not too away from the fielder. The fielder didn't want to take much risk. Comes down the ground and through the offside this time. The fielder. Bit of mix up. And now they will get extra run. Is it going for boundary? No, it won't. Clears the front foot. This is massive. Goes all the way for 6. And Dr. Haris Lakshman is on a mission. First maximum of the innings. Not much of a footwork, but he knows where it is coming. Just clears his front foot. And that's from the middle of the bat. It's a beautiful timing. "17 runs from the over already. It's a huge over. Four more. Is hitting every part of the ground. The previous one was towards deep mid wicket and this one towards deep backward point. Anchors his back foot in the crease. And sends it to the boundary line. Excellent shot. 14 overs completed, 141 for 2. And the current run rate skyrocketed. Goes to 10.07. This partnership is worth 32 already in just 13 deliveries. Well done in the deep. Everybody is appreciating that effort. Save the boundary. Dr. Ansari continues. That's up in the air. Long gone. Gone. It's over the fielder, over the head of the long on fielder. It looked like he had a chance. He may have had his fingertips on the ball, but that goes over. Second maximum. Good change of pace in line. Excellent comeback by Dr. Ansari. Comes down the ground, chance. Could be close. And umpire Usman refers to the third umpire. Could be a breakthrough in the game. Apollo Raptors are confident. Let's look at the replay. Charges down the ground. Lost the visuals on that end. May have to check the other angle. He was out of the crease earlier, tried to come back. The keeper was standing a little back.
Line on the line.
He had his foot on the line. The bat is still in the air. The foot is not inside the crease. It's on the line. I think it's close. However, we have to wait for the decision. And it's out. Third umpire has taken his time to double check and triple check. Because on the side angle, there was fog on the lens. That was not clear. So he had to look on the other end, other angle. And an excellent innings has come to an end. And Dr. Harish Lakshman, who has brought that aggression, has to go back. Has gone for 29 after facing 11 deliveries with 3 boundaries and 2 sixes. Excellent strike rate of 263.64. Now he's gone back to the dugout. Aira Diagnostics, 148 for 3 in 14.4 overs. The new batter is Dr. Vijay. 1,200 runs in 78 matches with an excellent strike rate of 153. He joins Dr. Sharath in the middle, and he's off the mark. Single of the last delivery, and he will keep the strike. 15 overs completed, 149 for 3. Now Dr. Aditya is into the attack, going for the second run quickly, and they complete it. A 150 up, 151 for 3 in 15.1 overs. That's up in the air and lands safely between those three fielders. Two of them were running backwards. And none of those fielders had any chance. There's an extra fielder on the offside now. Mid-on is moved to mid-off. Full toss. Oh, bigger. Better. And it's out of the park. What a shot. That goes way high in the air. And it disappeared in the dark. That was over the waist height. A full toss. A maximum. And nothing is going in Apollo Raptors' way. Excellent shot from Dr. Vijay. Now it's a free hit. Slower delivery and wide. So an extra run. Oh, that's a no ball again. Because that didn't bounce in the strip. So the no ball continues. Very well bowled. It's on the pads. Couple of runs going for the third. Will they come back for four? And yes, he is coming back for four. Well done by the keeper. Up goes the finger. Finally, the set batter has to go. Sixteen overs completed, 170 for 4. Dr. Aditya comes back. Now it's Dr. Pawan Kalyan, 2 overs, 14 for none earlier. Oh, that's close. Maybe pitching outside the leg stump. And leg by. It's definitely pitching outside. Oh, chance. That could be close. It was way too down the pitch. The keeper is confident. Let's look at the replay. He comes down and tries to drag it. An excellent delivery. That looks close. think he's gone, but we have to wait for the umpire's decision. The visuals are blurry a bit. And here goes the decision. Is out. Fifth wicket down for Aira Diagnostics. 171 for 5 in 16.3 overs. And it was Dr. Prasanna who goes for none. And Dr. Chandrakant is into the middle. 686 runs in 84 matches. He joins Dr. Vijay. Wickets are tumbling at the end of this innings. Chipped it in the air. Long gone. Does a good job. He keeps it to a single. Dr. PK, jersey number 7, has a wicket in his third over. Swings big. Two fielders are in the deep. One more single. Straight to mid-wicket. A rare dot ball. Excellent over from Dr. PK. Just 3 runs and a wicket. 17 overs completed, 173 for 5. Boundary of the very first delivery. And Dr. Vijay is on fire. Dr. Tejasvi comes back to ball his final over of his spell. Cuts it nicely. Short and wide. Tosses it up. Not much room on the offside. Good comeback by Dr. Tejasvi. Oh, bigger, better, beautiful. overpitched and dispatched it over long off. Dr. Chandrakant. Powerful hit over the dugout. 15 runs from first three. Swings big and misses. Projected score is 208 with the current run rate of 10.42. Down the leg side. More runs. Last ball of the over. Another swing and a miss. And Dr. Tejaswi. Let's look at the previous boundary replay. It was too much down the leg side. Just a nick. Dr. Tejaswi finishes his spell a bit expensive in terms of economy, 9.5. 4 overs, 38 for 1. 2 more overs to go in this innings. Dr. Pawan Kalyan bowling the 19th. Who will be bowling the 20th over. Dr. Satish is an option. Dr. Sudhakar. Both have bowled 2 overs each. Dr. Satish conceded 16 and Sudhakar conceded 17. No 19th over. Starts off with a shot down the ground. Misfield. Probably giving 1 extra run. Dr. Anas Ansari. Fielding it long off. Lost his balance. Oh, nicely played. Sweet sound of the bat. And he moves into his 20s. Moves across. This shot reminds, a little close to an iconic shot, what we all remember from World Cup 1983. Wide. They're trying everything. Apollo Raptors bowlers to control the flow of runs. In that process, they are making a few mistakes here and there. Full toss, should be a no ball. That goes very high in the air and clears the boundary rope. Look at that, it's on the rooftop of the adjacent building. Another ball, please. What a shot that was. It was almost on the shoulder height. $200 up for Aira Diagnostics with that maximum. Now it's a free hit. Straight, but not timed well. Couple of runs off the free hit. Well, your eyes deceive you sometimes. The previous one, the one which went for maximum, I thought it was a no ball, but it wasn't. 19 overs completed, 204 for 5. You hear a lot of sounds, firecrackers, music, DJ, because you know this is the festive season. Ganesh immersion is in process. And this is the last over of this innings. Dr. Sudhakar with the ball. Couple of runs. It's a high scoring match. That's up in the air. Who wants it? Keeper or bowler? Bowler. And it's dropped. He had to look straight into the night sky. It was very high. Once again, it's high in the air, but it will be safe. Looking for 2. Probably looking for 3 now. Will they run for 4? No, they settle for 3. A lot of running for Dr. Vijay. He spent enough time in the middle and he wants to be on strike for this. Swings big. Not the best connection. He's on 35 of 20 deliveries. Last 2 balls too. 2 legal balls to be bowled. Comes down the ground once again. It's in the air. Just a single. Excellent comeback by Dr. Sudhakar. 7 runs from the over. So far, last ball to go. Dr. Chandrakant on strike. Slower delivery. No contact with the bat. Keeper takes the bails off. And the decision referred to the third umpire. Should be out. Just a couple of inches away from his crease. He didn't even try to come back quickly. Probably he did not realize where his back foot was. And wicket of the last delivery of the innings. 20 overs completed. Aira Diagnostics 211 for 6. Looking at the batting scorecard, Rabindranath gone cheaply. Sharath and Karthik half centuries, 62 of 48, 52 of 31 respectively. Then Dr. Lakshman, an explosive innings, 29 from 11 deliveries. Then Dr. Vijay, 36 of 21 not out. Overall 18 extras. That includes 12 wides, 3 no balls and 3 leg byes. 211 for 6. And looking at the batting card, Tejasvi completed 4 overs, full quota, and so does Pawan Kalyan. They got 1 wicket each, but a bit expensive though. And Dr. Ansari and Dr. Tharmbauer got 1 wicket each. Match number 2 between Aira Diagnostics and Apollo Raptors. To win the game, they need 212 runs in 20 overs. We'll be back after the innings break. Welcome back to the chase of match number 2. This is Hospital Premier League Association Season 11. Match number 2 is between Aira Diagnostics versus Apollo Raptors. Aira Diagnostics have won the toss, elected to bat first, and they've put a huge total of 211 for the loss of 6 wickets. Openers for Apollo Raptors, Dr. Anas Ansari, and the skipper, Dr. Tejaswi, who's on strike now. Down the leg side, boundary for the first ball that he faced, Dr. Tejaswi. Pitched outside leg stump. And the fine leg fielder is within the 30-yard circle. Better line, slightly outside of stump, but with good enough bounce. Dr. Tejaswi swings his bat, couldn't make a contact. Connected this time. Through the ground for 4. Second boundary of the over. Second boundary for Dr. Tejaswi. It's a very strong batter on the onside. Vijay with the new ball, last ball of the over. Once again swings big and misses. A dot to finish. First over completed. Apollo Raptors 9 for no loss. Anuban bowling the second over. A slight touch with the bat, probably the glove. And that goes for 4. You've seen in the first innings that Juve is playing a key role here It's becoming difficult for the bowlers to get a control on the ball. It's a wide down the leg side this time. Over the bowler's head this time. The longer fielder cuts it off. A couple of runs on that occasion for Dr. Anas Ansari. Excellent running between the wickets. Slower delivery. Excellent change of pace by Anubandh. Full toss and punished. No one in the deep. And Dr. Tejasvi accepts that full toss and dispatches it. A lot of suggestions for Dr. Anubandh here. Probably telling him to keep it simple. Last ball of the over. Doesn't matter how he balls, and that's a flat six. What a connection. A powerful hit towards deep square leg. Huge over, 18 runs, overs completed, 27 for no loss. Dr. Karthik Chetty comes into the attack. 23 wickets in 63 matches. Single of the first delivery from Dr. Ansari. That brings Dr. Tejasvi on to the strike now. Huge wide down the leg side. An excellent keeping. A full length dive to his left. Definitely saved the boundary there. Appreciated by his teammates. There's good coordination in the fielding team whenever the bowler is being beaten. They come in support of him, giving some suggestions. And that's a no ball. Pitching outside the strip. So it's going to be a free hit. Dr. Karthik too struggling with the line. Misfield and 4. Four of the free hit. Excellent shot from the Tejasvi through his legs. Excellent running. Bice now. Well fielded in the ring on the offside. Three fielders in front of the square, standing close to each other. Comes down the ground, hits it straight, and goes for 6. Dr. Anas Ansari hits the first maximum. Overall, the second of the innings. Too much width. Goes very high in the air and onto the side screen. Apollo Raptors have got an excellent start here. Three overs completed, 41 for no loss. Dr. Sandeep Reddy is into the attack. It was hit straight. Single of the first ball. The match resumes after a short interruption. Dr. Sandeep Reddy is into the attack, the leg spinner. Excellent start of the over, just 2 singles and 2 more deliveries to go. That goes high in the air, long gone and dropped. Lost his balance, it was slippery. Dr. Tejasvi got a life there. He was dropped on 24. Last ball of the over. Too slow. Dispatched over deep backward square leg for 4. 7 runs from that over. He had all the time in the world to completely turn and play it towards deep backward square leg. Couple of bounces into the row. Four overs completed, 48 for no loss. And both these batters are into their 20s now. Dr. Ansari, 20 of 10. And Dr. Tejasvi, 24 of 15. Dr. Sharath Nilagiri is into the attack now. Coming over the wicket. Starts off with a straighter delivery. It's getting some turn, which is on the off stump. Turns into midland leg. Dr. Tejasvi had to defend it. Frees his arms, sweeps it straight to deep mid wicket. Pitched in the leg stump. 2 is a call. Excellent throw. If it was a direct hit, it could have been difficult. It would have been close at the non-striker's end. 50 up for Apollo Raptors in 4.3 overs. It's a healthy run rate of 11.33 and the asking rate is 10.39. Plays with soft hands, gets a single. Oh, swings big and misses. And Dr. Tejasvi is stumped himself. Sharp work by the keeper. Team Aira Diagnostics celebrate. That's a huge wicket. The skipper of the opposition, Dr. Tejaswi. He goes for 25 after facing 18 deliveries, which includes 4 boundaries and one maximum. Apollo Raptors 52 for 1 in 4.5 overs. Dr. Sharat Nilagiri strikes. He breaks the partnership. One down batter, Dr. Praneeth, is in the middle, facing the last ball of the over. An excellent delivery. Nicely defended by Dr. Praneeth. Five overs completed, 52 for 1, just 4 runs and a wicket in the previous over from Dr. Sharat Nilagiri. Last over of the power play. What a turn of events. Dr. Sandeep Reddy is into the attack, bowling his second over. Maximum of the first delivery. It got behind on the second. And Dr. Ansari is not happy with that decision. Riyasat Ali has been excellent behind the wickets. And Dr. Ansari goes after making 29 runs in just 14 deliveries. 2 boundaries and 2 sixes. The strike rate of 207 has given an excellent start to his team. Both the openers are gone now in a short period of time. 58 for 2 in 5.2 overs. That brings Dr. Sudhakar into the middle. 5,814 runs with a strike rate of 101.68 in 373 matches. Very experienced player. He has a huge responsibility on his shoulders now. It's a huge total to chase. It's a no ball because the ball was collected even before it reaches the stumps or some part of the glove is in front of the wickets. So it's a free hit. Comes down the ground and misses. No run on the free hit. Last ball of the over. Tosses it up in the air, but it didn't carry to the fielder. Double blow. Excellent work by the keeper and the fielder. Karthik, the fielder, collects it on the bounce and throws it back to the keeper. And he takes the bails off in a flash. And Dr. Sudhakar didn't even try to drag the bat. Things changed very quickly, particularly in the last over of the power play. 2 wickets and 7 runs. 59 for 3 in 6 overs. Flick on the pads. Sharat Nilgiri comes back to bowl his second over. A new batter in is Pranit and Nikhil. Both have faced just one ball each. And this may run to the boundary towards deep backward square leg. Yes, it does. First boundary for Nikhil. Oh, half a chance. It was a low catch. Could have been another wicket. Change in the bowling attack. Harish comes into ball now. It's a bice. Oh, drags it onto his stumps now. Dr. Nikhil. Tries to sweep. Thick inside edge, and that goes onto the stumps. Wickets are tumbling for Apollo Raptors. Now they are in big trouble. inside edge. And that went on to the stumps. Fourth wicket down for 69. Dr. Pawan Kalyan walks in at number 6. Wicket in the first over for Dr. Harish Lakshman. On 49 matches, 21-48 runs. Very experienced. A couple of centuries in his career. He needs to use all his experience to build a partnership here, along with Dr. Praneeth. Flighted delivery. Outside off stump. Two flight in the air over the infield. It's the man in the deep. Have to settle for a single. That's up in the air. Long on, fielder misjudged it. And that goes for 4. He was running towards his right, expecting it to reach the ball. Ultimately he misses and boundary. 8 overs completed, 75 for 4. Current run rate is slowly declining. It's 9.38 at the moment. The result of it. Current run rate is going down, which means the asking rate is going in the opposite direction. 137 needed in 72. Now Dr. Kaushik is into the attack. Single to deep. No. Some misfield. The single became a boundary. Late cut. I couldn't do anything about it. Not the fielder's fault. Boundary of the first ball. And that's a wide down the leg side. Short and wide. This time, the wide of offside. Tried to bowl a quicker delivery and missed the line. got the line right this time. So technically 6 runs of the first delivery and a single on the second. Another quick run between the wickets. Brilliant delivery. Almost a Yorker. Very well played by Praneeth, Dr. Praneeth. Almost on the thigh pad. A single. In terms of leg buys, it doesn't matter as long as the runs keep coming. Last ball of the over. Oh, beautiful hit. High in the air. Over the long off fielder. One bounce into the rope. Nine overs completed, 88 for 4. Dr. Harish Lakshman is back into the attack. A gentle push towards the offside, and with the overthrow they get another extra run. They're working hard to get some runs here, running singles and doubles. Boundaries have become rare. Small interruption in the play. Fielder is injured. May have dislocated his shoulder.
Bye.
Of course, these are all doctors. There's enough treatment readily available. pitched outside leg stump. Just a single. Overpitched. That goes high enough and long enough. Massive stroke from Dr. Praneeth. Beg your pardon, that's Dr. PK Pawan Kalyan. That's a massive hit. Flighted delivery pitched outside the leg stump. Just a nick for a single. Dot of the first ball, last ball of the over, halfway through the innings. 98 for 4, and it's time for a short hydration break for the players. Change of sides after 10 overs and back-to-back boundaries of the first two deliveries of the 11th over. Dr. Sandeep is on to the attack. Two flight, two wide. And the placement is exquisite from Dr. Pawan Kalyan. Excellent delivery. Didn't give much room on this occasion. Just a dot. Plays with soft hands and gets a single this time. 9 runs from first 4 deliveries. Last 2 to go. Dr. Sandeep to Dr. Pranit. Nicely driven down the ground. Just for a single. Single to long off. Got enough runs according to the run rate. Almost 11 runs from it. And the required run rate is 11.44. 11 overs completed, 109 for 4. 103 runs required. You can see some visuals out there for Ganesh Immersion. Not sure how he knows that the cameraman is focusing on him. .103 needed in 54. Dr. Sharath is back to bowl his third over. That's up in the air but lands safely. Back-to-back singles. Apollo Raptors need at least 1 or 2 high scoring, huge overs to bring that required run rate under control. Exactly 100 runs needed in 51 deliveries, almost 2 runs a ball. The equation is getting difficult, ball after ball. Played it fine. Big chase for the fielder. Maybe a couple of runs. A single towards covers now. Six runs from the over already. Last ball to go. An excellent over from Dr. Sharath. Just 7 runs from it. 12 overs completed, 116 for 4. The current run rate 9.67. And now they need 12 runs and over from here on. 96 and 48. Dr. Prasanna enjoying in the field, making some steps for the music being played outside. Dr. Sandeep Reddy is back. This will be the last over of his spell. Conceded 25 runs and got a wicket earlier in his first 3 overs. That's a wide. As a leg spinner, needs to keep that line tight. It's up in the air. 2 fielders. Long on and deep mid wicket. Just played it in the gap. So a couple of runs for Dr. Praneeth. Should be a wide down the leg side. Plus an additional run.
आजा ऊपर से मैन ऑफ द मैच की ट्रॉफी लेके आओ तो आओ अरे ऊपर ले रहे हैं
Pawan Kalyan looks like he made his ground there. Here comes the decision, not out. He's a key player at the moment. He's striking almost at 200, 31 from 16 deliveries. He can play big shots. He can turn the tables around. It's going to be crucial from now on, at least for another 3-4 overs. Comes down the ground, is cured, but that goes for boundary. That's up in the air and out of the park. This is what I've been talking about. Dr. Pawan Kalyan can turn the tables around. 10 runs from 2 deliveries. A 4 and a maximum. That ball is not going to come back. So new one comes up. A couple more big overs like this will make this match more interesting. Apollo Raptors need 80 runs with 6 wickets in hand. And Dr. Pawan Kalyan is making a huge dent here. That's paced outside the leg stump. And plays it towards deep, backward square leg for a boundary. 4, 6 and 4 back to back in the last 3 deliveries of the over. It's a 20 run over the previous one. That's what they need, Apollo Raptors. And Dr. Pawan Kalyan moved to 45 of 19. And on the other end, Dr. Praneeth needs to improve his strike rate. He's striking at 100 now, 20 of 20. He's on strike. And Dr. Sharath comes into ball his last over. back-to-back singles of the over. That's up in the air. And the result is the same. Similar to the previous over. It's a maximum. And he gets to his half century in style. He raises the bat. Dr. Pawan Kalyan. 52 from 21. What a knock. Half century number 4 in this tournament. And that comes at a crucial stage. Cuts it over the offside. Will get a single. End of the 14th, 146 for 4. $146 for 4 in 14 overs. Now 66 needed in 36 deliveries. The good thing is this partnership is going stronger. 77 from 40. It's only, you get to see only aggression from one end. That's from the Dr. Pawan Kalyan. And Dr. Praneeth needs to change gears too to get this required rate under control. That's in the air and taken. Dr. Kaushik comes back, and the change in the bowling attack resulted in a huge wicket of Dr. Pawan Kalyan, who's gone for 53 of 22 deliveries. 53 of 23. He's got 6 boundaries and 3 maximums with a strike rate of 230. He has done a fantastic job for his team. Made some room, probably a bit more than required. And Ravindra takes a fantastic catch. That comes from the toe end of the bat. Wicket of the first delivery. And now Dr. Tarun Pawar is in the middle. And he's off the mark. That was nearly a catch. Single towards deep cover. The partnership has been broken and the momentum too. Just 3 singles of 3 deliveries. Oh, shot! Wonderful shot. This is what is expected from Dr. Praneeth. He's taking charge now. First maximum for him. He's been giving good support until he was playing along with Dr. Pawan Kalyan. Now 150 comes up with that maximum. 15 overs completed, 155 for 5. Some fireworks. A lot of action happening in the ground and outside as well. But it's a different kind of celebrations. Music, dance, fireworks, and celebrations. A grand farewell to Lord Ganesha. Dr. Vijay. A beautiful cover drive of the first delivery. Excellent shot. No chance for the fielder. Swings his arms once again. But it would be only a single. Oh, bit of misfield. The ball was not dead, so they went for the second run. Single to long off this time. 7 runs from the first 3. Exactly, 50 runs needed from 27. They would want to get some boundaries here. Oh, that goes high. Very, very high in the air. Long on. And deep mid wicket was running towards it. But it lands safely. Another couple of runs. Toe end of the bat. Just for a single. Heads it hard back to the bowler. Single to finish. 16 overs completed, 166 for 5. 46 needed in 24 deliveries. Dr. Pranay 32 of 18, 32 of 28. And Dr. Tharun 10 of 6. Dr. Kaushik comes in. Oh, seriously. That's up in the air, didn't carry too long off. One more single. 8 wickets down for Apollo Raptors for 181 in 18.4 overs. Placed to deep mid wicket now. 31 needed from 8, now 30 from 7. One more single of the last ball. 19 overs completed, 183 for 8. 29 runs required from the last over. Technically, it's not impossible from here. However, looking at the number of wickets in hand and the way it's going, it's pretty difficult for Apollo Raptors. Lights were gone before the ball was dead, so it's a fresh start. So start of the over. Thick outside edge, straight to deep third for a single. They need 5 sixes from here on to win this match. Apollo Raptors. 28 needed from 5. That goes high in the air. Didn't carry to the fielder. Only for a single. The white cat is on hunt. Couple of runs of that delivery. Just 3 more to go. Wide down the ground, down the leg side, plus an additional run. So 2 more added to the scoreboard. That's high in the air. Fielder drops it. Could have been wicket number 3 for Dr. Vijay. Last 2 to go. Towards the offside this time. Last ball of this match number 2 of Hospital Premier League Association Season 11. It's merely a formality. Aira Diagnostics almost won the match. Let's finish with that last ball. Misfield, going for the second, and that resulted in run out. Press another fielder, and at the end Vijay collected the ball at non-striker's end and takes the bails off. So Apollo Raptors 9 wickets down for 192, and Aira Diagnostics won this match by 9.